Welcome to this practice. If you'd like to either take a seated position on your mat or alternatively, you can lay down. So, relax your shoulders, relax your face and take a breath. During this Yin Yoga class, we are going to be holding each pose for 2 minutes. I invite you to notice the difference between stress and pain. If any of the poses are hurting you, it's important that you come out of that pose. Yoga is a practice. It's a journey. It's not a means to an end. And you don't know how long that journey is going to take. So I invite you to stay present as we go on this Yin Yoga journey together. Yoga is not a competition. I invite you not to compete with yourself or others. Yoga is here to help us suffer less. We have different experiences stored in our bodies, generational experiences and trauma stored in our body, and yoga can help us release. Now, if you're lying down, you can come to a seated position. If you're already sitting down, I invite you to close your eyes. The practice is about to start. With your eyes closed, set your intention. Gently open your eyes. We're in a seated position and we're going to start by dropping our head to our right shoulder, then lifting it up again. Drop it down to your right shoulder and up. One more time, drop it down to your right shoulder and then up. The last time, drop your ear to your right shoulder and hold it. Very gently raise your head to the center and let's go in the opposite direction. So drop your ear to your left shoulder and up. Drop it again and up. One more time, drop your ear to your left shoulder and up. And the last time, drop it and leave it here. Now notice, does it feel different to the other side? Does it feel stiff? Do you feel relaxed? Just check in with your body. Okay, very gently bring your head back to the center. Now you're going to drop your head back and to your right shoulder, back around to your left shoulder. Again, very, very slowly to your right shoulder, back to your left shoulder, back to your right shoulder, very slowly, very slow movement. And then bring your head back to the center, upright. Now, bend your head forward, take your chin to your chest, and move your head to your right shoulder, back to the middle, and then to your left, back to the middle, to the right, back to the middle, to your left, back to the middle, to your right, and then upright. Now, we're going to do the butterfly pose. So it's useful to sit on a cushion because it elevates you. If you don't have a cushion, that's fine. And decide how you want to do your butterfly pose today. You can use your bolster or use a block. Join the soles of your feet together to make this diamond and then fold forward. Very slowly come back to the seated position. Drop your shoulders down, place both of your feet onto the floor, and we'll do some windshield wipers. So drop your knees to the right, and then drop your knees to the left. To the right, and to the left. Again to the right, and to the left. Now we're going to move on to our stomach, or the Sphinx pose. So lay on your belly. Place your elbows on the floor. You're going to stay like this. Feel free, if you want some elevation, to put some blocks under your elbows. And you also have the option of placing the bolster underneath you. So find a position that works for you, and we'll stay here. Very gently, we're going to lay down on the mat onto our bellies. Turn your head to one side and lay down. Okay. Now we're going to get up and we're going to get into seal pose. Now, for those of you who find it difficult to get into this pose, you can go back to Sphinx using the blocks, or just using your elbows onto the mat. Alternatively, the rest of you are going to get into seal pose. Very gently, we're going to come out of this pose and lay your head onto the mat. You can place your hands in front of you and place your cheek onto your hands. Turn your head to one side for your rebound. Okay, when you're ready, place both hands onto the floor. Move your bottom onto the heels of your feet. We're going to get into child's pose. For those of you that find child's pose uncomfortable, don't forget you can put a pillow underneath your bottom so you're elevated. Alternatively, get into your child's pose. The option that works for you. Okay, very gently, we're going to get up and we are going to get onto our bottoms and sit down onto the mat for straddle, which means we are going to extend both feet out in front of us. Again, the cushion is really helpful to elevate you. It helps you to bend forward a little bit more. So extend both legs out for straddle. Take an inhale and then you're going to turn to your right and bend over onto your right knee. Again, we have the options to use the bolsters, to use the blocks, wherever you feel comfortable today. Okay, we're going to sit back up very gently, sit upright, and then we're going to turn and go down to the other side. Okay, gently come back up and turn upright position. Swing your legs together. If you're sitting on a pillow, remove your pillow. Now we're going to go to Golden Gate. So you can either use 1 or 2 blocks. So your feet will be pressed onto the mat. Lay down on your mat and put the block underneath your tailbone, your sitting bone. Don't put it under your back, put it under your bottom. I'm going to use 2 blocks here. And then you're going to extend both legs out in front of you. See how that feels? And see if you're ready to extend your arms over your head. See how that feels? Feel free to leave your arms down beside you if you prefer to place them on your belly. Alternatively, place them above your head. Okay, you're going to place your arms down either side of you. Bend your knees, placing your feet onto the mat, and then raise your hips and remove the blocks from underneath you. Lay down on your back and we stay here for a rebound. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Now bend both of your knees. Place your arms around your knees and press your knees close to your body into a ball. Feel free to rotate your knees around slightly in one direction, making circles in the other direction, or feel free just to keep still, holding your knees close to you. Okay, extend both of your legs out straight, and we're going to go for a twisted root. So you're going to bend your right leg, place your left leg over your right leg, so you're crossing your legs, and then both of your knees will go to the right hand side. Drop them to the floor. Extend your arms out either side of you. Make sure your shoulders are on the floor if you're able to. Feel free to use blocks or bolsters under your knees. You can place a cushion under your thighs. Find an option that works well for you today. Okay, when you're ready, bring both of your knees back to the center, and let's do it on the other side. So cross your right leg over your left leg and drop both knees to your left, and turn your face to the right. Okay, so bring your knees back to the center and then hug your knees to your chest. Again, if it feels comfortable, move side to side or just stay still. Place both feet down onto the mat. Our final pose before Shavasana is going to be Tantrasana. So we're going to beat our feet and our hands onto the mat for 15 seconds, then pause, 10 seconds, pause, then 5 seconds. And I want you to do it as fast as you possibly can and as hard as you can. So here we go. And stop. Again for 10 seconds. Stop. 5 seconds. And stop. Extend both legs out in front of you for Shavasana. Extend both of your arms by either side. If you want to put a bolster under your knees or under your legs, feel free to do that. If you've got a blanket, you want to cover yourself, get into a comfortable position for Shavasana. Now start to wiggle your feet and your hands. Bring yourself back into the room. Bend your knees. Turn to your right and curl yourself into a ball, like in fetal position. And we stay here for a few seconds. Place your left palm onto the floor and help yourself to get back up into a seated position. Cross your legs. Drop your shoulders. Relax your face. Put your palms on your knees. Rub your hands together. Place your hands on your eyes, on your cheeks, on your heart center, and on your thighs. We're going to say 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you be well, may you be happy. I bow to the divine in you. Thank you for supporting my page. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe.